20 brilliant self-help books you need to read. Self-help books can be the key that opens your whole world up to new possibilities. These books can teach us a new skill or open our mind. Feel like you don't have time for these types of books? Set a goal to read one a month, or join a book club that focuses on reading and discussing self-help books. Or better yet, start your own book club and choose from this list to get started. Welcome to Exclamatory Show. Subscribe our channel to be an exclamatorian. Listening to audiobooks is a great way to quickly and easily get through books you don't think you have time to read. Listen during your daily commute or while out for a walk. 1. Mindset by Carol Dweck. Carol Dweck, the author of Mindset, will open your eyes to new possibilities. Do you believe you were born with a certain talent or level of intelligence? Carol's research shows that a shift in mindset from fixed to growth can open us up to a whole new world of opportunities. Do you recall when it was believed a human couldn't run faster than a 4-minute mile? This was a fixed mindset. A lot of people held this belief. But at least one person did not, and they were able to break through that 4-minute barrier. Once it was done, many runners were able to beat the 4-minute mile. Why? Because they now believed it was possible. They had changed to a growth mindset. In this book, Carol leads us through the differences of a growth versus fixed mindset. Her research is backed by many fascinating studies, which show how sports figures, kids, and more are impacted by their mindset. Open up the door when you read this book, and start changing your fixed mindsets to growth. 2. The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. Understanding the 5 love languages that Gary Chapman outlines will significantly aid you in your relationships. Do you sometimes feel that no matter what gift you get for your mom or husband, it is never the right one? Once you understand what their love language is, you can easily choose gifts that make them happy. Most likely, your spouse perceives love in a different way than you do. Yet we tend to show our love in the way we want to receive it. This means we rarely make our spouses feel as loved as they would like. This is because we don't know their love language. Once you know the love language of your spouse or any other person, it is easier to appreciate them in a way that they can perceive and accept. The 5 love languages will explain to you what they are, and how to better appreciate others. You can also go to his website to take a quick quiz to learn your own love language. I highly recommend doing this. 3. Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg. Lean In is a great book for women in the workforce. It's a good book for men to read as well, especially those who work for, with and under women, so everyone basically. While you may not agree with everything the author says, I certainly don't, there is a lot to learn here. I think Sheryl Sandberg does a good job getting women to rethink how they approach their career, especially in the years leading up to starting a family. She also illustrates the importance of leading with how you can help colleagues before asking them to do something for you. This is great advice, and results in better working relationships for everyone. 4. Wisdom of the Ages by Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer explores writings, poems and sayings of some of our greatest thinkers in Wisdom of the Ages. He helps us see how we can apply these enlightened thoughts to our own lives. Often, ancient wisdom is as relevant today as it was back when it was first conceived. Dyer helps us find practical applications for these wise thoughts. 5. The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin. In The Happiness Project, Gretchen Rubin sets out to determine if you can become happier through deliberate intent. She creates a plan and tackles different aspects of her life each month. What I think is great about this book is the way she approaches her theory. She lays out her journey as it happens, and you get to discover, along with her, that making a deliberate effort can bring more happiness and positive changes about in your life. 6. Start With Why by Simon Sinek. Start With Why is geared toward leaders and companies, and shows the value of passion of purpose in your day-to-day life. This book and Sinek's TED Talk are worthwhile for all people wanting a full, passion-filled life. 7. The 4-Hour Workweek by Timothy Ferriss. The 4-Hour Workweek is a brilliant self-help book, because it will make you think differently about your work. The concepts Timothy Ferriss outlines will be new to many who work a regular 9-to-5 job. 8. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Most educational programs lack a solid financial foundation. In Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he outlines how he received his financial education from his best friend's father. This is an easy-to-read book that just might make you think a bit differently about what it takes to build wealth. 9. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. How to Win Friends and Influence People is the classic self-help book that everyone should read. This book will help you in learning to relate to and deal with others. The book focuses primarily on influence for business purposes. However, there are lessons to be learned and used in your personal life as well. 10. Awaken the Giant Within by Anthony Robbins. Awaken the Giant Within has been a popular read, and reread, of many since its publication 22 years ago. So many self-help books don't stand the test of time, but this one does. Read to learn how to take better control over your life and reach your dreams. 11. You Can Heal Your Life by Laos Hay. So often we think we are the victim of illness, disease and whatever health conditions we face. Louise Hay teaches us that we can heal our lives by changing our thoughts and doing the mental work we need. Louise underwent some terrible circumstances in her life, and shares these and how she was able to turn her thoughts and her illnesses around. If you want to improve your health, this is a great read to open your mind to the possibilities of how our thinking, often as related to our past, is affecting us, and may be contributing or causing the health concerns we face. What do you have to lose? Turning your thoughts around will not only make you happier, it can heal your life. 12. Dying to Be Me by Anita Moorjani. Dying to Be Me is one woman's story of an amazing experience she had while doctors predicted she had only a day to live. The story is miraculous, but the message she received and relates to us is even more profound. Anita Moorjani fully recovered from cancer. There are testaments by specialists that she should not have lived, but she returned and has a message to share. I've seen this woman speak live and listened to this book. Both were profound experiences, and I hope you get as much from her insight as I have. 13. Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson, MD. Change happens to all of us, and it seems to happen faster now than ever before. This short book helps you find the tools to better deal with change. A must-read for today's busy world. 14. QBQ. The Question Behind the Question by John G. Miller. QBQ helps us get past the complaining and blame game. Asking the question behind the question, we can more quickly resolve a situation. This book is short and simple, but will change the way you approach an issue. 15. Boundaries: When to Say Yes, How to Say No to Take Control of Your Life by Dr. Henry Cloud and Dr. John Townsend. Many of us struggle with boundaries in some aspect of our life. It could be we can't say no to our kids, spouse, friends, boss, or even yourself. This book helps you understand that it is okay, and even good, to have boundaries in your life. This book is Christian-based, but it is still a good read for everyone. So many struggle with being burnt out by the abundance of expectations and commitments that surround their everyday life. Learning to set boundaries can make you happier and avoid burnout. 16. The Secret by Rhonda Dern. The Secret will help give you the mental makeover you need to create the life you desire. 17. Influence: The Psychology of Persuasion by Robert B. Cialdini, Ph.D. Influence takes a scientific look at persuasion. This is a brilliant self-help book that allows you to understand how you are being influenced every day by others. You can also learn how to use this information to influence others yourself. You might just finally understand how to get that raise you've been wanting. 18. The Definitive Book of Body Language by Barbara Pease and Alan Pease. Much of our language is silent, it happens through our bodies. Often we don't even realize what we are communicating or know how to interpret the signals we are getting from others. The Definitive Book of Body Language will open your mind to a whole new world of communication that is happening right before your eyes. 19. The War of Art: Break Through the Blocks and Wind Your Inner Creative Battles by Stephen Pressfield. The War of Art teaches us how to beat back the inner critic that is keeping us from unleashing our creativity. 20. Led with Your Heart: Creating a Life of Love, Compassion and Purpose by Regina Cates. Success can be meaningless if you've lost your purpose. In Led with Your Heart, Regina Cates helps us reconnect and build a successful and meaningful life. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon.